Monday morning, everybody. How are you doing? It is so good to be back with you today. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I have a little bit of a lingering cough. And I can, when you go to talk, when you have a lingering cough and you can just feel it and you're trying not to cough or clear your throat or whatever else, but I'm trying to control it here with us today. I've got my hot tea in my positive vibes mug this morning, of course, with Cheer Bear, because that's how we're supposed to start a Monday and a new month. Can I just tell you how much it tickles me that we're starting a new month, a new week on the same day. I just I don't know what it is that makes me so happy. I mean, I've shared before that it's always, I'm a new beginnings kind of person. I love a birthday, a new year, a new moon, all the new things. And so I just love that it's a new week and a new month on the same day. And apparently it's new weather too. It's getting quite cooler here in southeastern Connecticut. Let me know what the weather's like where you are. But listen, we have a fantastic show for you today because we're back after a couple months hiatus. We're going to talk about lots of things. We're going to talk about the changing of the seasons. We're going to talk about what we did over the summer, and what we have coming up for the fall. And my fabulous co-host is here with us today. Everybody, please put your hands together for the author of Self-Love Shenanigans and my friend, the wizard, Trista Polo. The wizard is here. Welcome back, Trista.
Hey, I love that too. Happy September. Happy Monday. Happy fall feeling in the air here.
Yes.
And happy allergy season. I also have a bit of a tickle. I love that we always come on the same vibe. I wish it wasn't a cough in the back of our throat.
Can we pick a different vibe?
Can we pick a different vibe? I would like to pick a different vibe, please.
I
I'd like to
know. I
trade.
know. Well, truth be told, and you know a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, but I have been through it really the last 2 months. I'm exhausted, and that's why ultimately we decided to take the hiatus that we took because I've really been through a lot with my health. And this is not, guys, we're not going to go down this road this morning because it's not news. I've been very open about my journey and about the challenges that I have faced really my whole life when it comes to different health things.
Yeah.
And I just am at the point where I really don't have any desire for it to be my story anymore. And I think that declaration is creating a space of up level that is taking me to a very interesting place. We'll just go with that.
The only
And
way out is through.
right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the tough part. And so we put the red lip on and we said we're gonna do it today. That's what we're gonna do. But I'm so
It's
happy
Project Joy. It's right in the title.
it is. It is that. And you know, so I want to start by first let's get into let's talk about, well, we'll go into joyversation in a minute, but what have you been up to the last couple months?
I have been up to as much as I can possibly shove into my energetic field.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say.
Relatable.
Yeah. And I say that because if I was to write everything down, the old me, the 30-ish-year-old me who had a 2-hour commute, worked a 10-hour day, and could still, play Sims for 4 hours when I got home or whatever, she would be disappointed in me. But I can say that, like, where I am in my life, I have had such an improvement in my own journey over the last year. And I've been up to charm readings. I've been up to designing and preparing training for leaders and communication experts. And I've been enjoying the heck out of my little town. And I've just been finding as much joy as I can from every corner on purpose. and choosing that at every opportunity.
Yeah. Joy on purpose. It's really, I mean, that's the energy that created this show to begin with,
Yeah.
and there are moments where it is hard. It's hard when you uh, you know, when you're going through a health challenge, when you get hit by a car, when you any number of things, it can be really hard in those moments
Yeah.
to go, I'm gonna find the joy right
Gonna
now, right?
find the joy.
Yeah, I am the joy. And so it's through the gritted teeth, and truly, that's been the experience for me too. But when you are intentional about it, when you go like, look, this is what I'm going to do, this is who I'm going to be, and you practice that during times that maybe aren't so challenging, it
Yeah,
becomes easier during the challenging moments to grasp onto those concepts. This is not
absolutely.
everything that we share here on the show, and I can't say this louder, is it's not a you're not going to say I'm the joy and then your entire life is going to be great on a silver platter the rest
Yeah,
of your life. It has to be conscious creation and practice, and
absolutely.
it's who you be, as my lovely co-host Ferran says.
Yes, absolutely.
I love that.
And I think that sometimes people think like fake it till you make it.
Mm,
And that's an energy that I feel like comes with an inauthenticity. And
yeah,
I much prefer the choose joy
right.
on purpose. Like that whole mindset really resonates for me.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
fake it till you make it thing, as well as the whole conversation about quote unquote toxic positivity,
Mhm.
that's another thing. And I think when we talk about creating joy consciously, intentionally, choosing, being, those things are very different than
Yeah.
force yourself to be something that you're not. It's a very
Yes.
different thing, very different
Yes.
thing. So listen, before I wanna do a joyversation, but I think it would be fun because we talked about it being September 1st, the start of the week. Let's talk about the charms that we have for today.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that first.
I'm never going to say no to a charm versation.
It's so charming,
It's so
everybody. Thanks
charming.
for being here today.
Uh,
W
yeah.
While we get our charms ready, I wanna say a quick hello. Ollie's here this morning.
Hey.
Reach for the stars. Miss Brittany's here today. I am so glad we're back too. Happy Monday. Happy September. It is a new school year for a lot of kids too. It's so funny though because we my daughter got her which we'll get into that in a little bit, but my daughter fractured her arm and had to go get her first cast. My first child to ever have a cast, by the way. I got
Wow,
very
that's
lucky
impressive.
up until this point. But she's evil Knievel on her bike, and it just is what it is. And so she got her cast off, and the nurse said, have you gone back to school yet? And I'm like, she's homeschooled. She's been schooling.
Been at
We
school.
homeschool all year round. So it's a different vibe. And
Yeah.
so some of us have already been busy, but yes, happy school year to everybody else. Miss Dory's here this morning. Dory, it's been a long time. It's good to see you today. So happy to be here. Miss Teresa's here this morning. Good morning, Teresa. Joanne is here this morning. Good to see you, Joanne. Yes, hugging full charms open.
Yes.
Charms open. I love it. All right, let's get into it. Trista, what's the one you have up for us today?
So I picked it from my personal stash of
Yeah.
charms, and it is a little, what would you call that? Like a little duck,
A
but it's
floaty.
also, what you would use in the pool.
Yes.
What are those called? The
I call them floaties, but
floaties.
yeah,
Okay,
but
sure.
some people might call them like donuts or. But I hate saying that word because then I get hungry.
I
I
know,
know.
exactly. And so I asked this little floaty duck what it wants us to know. And what it wants us to know today is, even though it's crisp in the air,
Mhm.
even though school is starting, even though it feels like summer is waning, you can still find joy and fun in all the things. So don't put your fun and joy and self-care and relaxation away. Get that cocktail and go into the pool, even if it's a little cool, because it's still lots of fun. Your body will acclimate. You'll be okay.
What do they call that? Penguin plunge? What do they call it when you go into the
Oh,
cold water?
polar plunge.
Polar plunge. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell penguin called.
Between the two of us, we'll get all the words today.
Polar plunge. They do that a lot here in Connecticut because the water is always I live,
It's
very
always
close to
cool.
the beach, and it's always cold. It's always cold.
Yeah.
And so yeah, but I that's what you should do. You should do a polar plunge with
Polar
your little
plunge.
duck floaty.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
I need to
What
see if
charm
I
do you have?
okay, I have this is the one that I got today. It is the
Uh,
um heart filigree heart charm, and this one always reminds me of my grandmother, and it's sort of a message of you are supported in love, and that's what it is for me anyway. And so and it's just what I needed this morning because like I said, I've been sort of through it behind the scenes, and this week is a big week coming back. Project Joy Live is back full time. The Breakthrough Show is coming back on Friday. I've got Tish Rabi on the show Friday, which she's written for Dr. Seuss and Blues Clues. And I mean, she's just an incredible author. So she's
Amazing.
coming back on the show Friday. We have a big homeschool event Thursday night, a big webinar. And then we're still prepping for the expo next week. It's a lot this week. And I just really have felt that energy of being so supported. And
Mm,
so that's what we carried. You just know that in everything you do this coming month, you are so supported in ways that a lot of times you can't even see. You
yeah.
can't even see it, but you're supported. And so that's the supported in love and hugs. That's
I
what
love it. I love it. Everybody talks about how we live in the matrix, and I just had this vision of this matrix of support, this web of support all under and around you as you were speaking.
Mm.
So that's the matrix that I'm gonna buy into today. The matrix of
I
support.
love that. That is a big yes. That's a big yes for me. That feels so good. It feels so good. Like
Mm,
wrapped in a warm blanket.
yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yes. Let's have a joyversation today, everybody. I have a question that you all can chime in on as we continue to celebrate joy together. Here we go. Conversation is Joy Meets Conversation. It's a place that you can chime in on some of your favorite topics. Today's Joyversation question is, what activities do you associate with each season? Now, I hesitated even mentioning fall on the show today because I have so many friends that are like, screw you, I like the warm weather. Like they're just upset at me. And like, I'm the one that came up with the seasons. Fun fact, I did not. I may be able to take responsibility for a lot of things, but coming up with the seasons and the weather is not one of them, my friends. So please do not come after me.
Don't come at her. Don't do
Don't come
it.
at me. But it is that time of year, especially here in New England, where we're sort of we're technically not in fall yet, right? Because that comes up, I think, a little later in the month. But we're easing because the weather is going hello. Clyde Cider
It's like
Mill, yes. And
around
we
the corner.
know that it's coming
Yes.
because Clyde Cider Mill here in Mystic, Connecticut had their soft opening this weekend. And that's how we know that fall is on the way.
That's your version of Groundhog Day
It
somehow?
is absolutely when the cider mill sees its shadow. It's time. It's time for fall. Okay. So what activities? So I figured we would encompass this in maybe each season. What
Okay.
activities do you associate with each season? Let's start with winter.
Winter, wool socks.
Wool socks. Hey, putting
Yeah,
wool
we keep
socks
our
on.
we play furnace chicken. So maybe furnace chicken's the activity I would choose. Turn on the furnace, as absolutely late as possible. It started when oil was really expensive and we lived in a house that was heated by oil. And it's just kind of continued as a tradition in our household. And so it's like, don't turn up the heat, put on a sweater. So it's like, what can I put a sweater on? My feet, you know, a hat, a sweater hat, sweater. So it's like, what can I wear a sweater on to
Mhm.
put on a sweater?
I have always loved a good
Yeah.
sweater. I like a cowl neck, like with the
Mhm. Yeah.
that's my
You're
favorite.
dating yourself, but I agree with you.
I have like 5 of them in my closet because they came back around like I don't
Yeah,
know, like
they did.
2 years ago, and I started collecting all the cowl neck sweaters, like, they're
Nice.
huge, and
Yeah.
they're the best things. I always loved turtlenecks and things
Mhm.
like I don't know what it is. I like things that are like I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
You want your
But
neck to be warm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Winter I sort of associate with I mean, God, anything snow related, though I've been very sad since I moved back to Southeastern Connecticut. I expected more snow, and we have not hardly gotten any, and I know some of you are like, "Great, I'd
I'm
had
sorry to hear that,
I
yeah.
like it, whatever." I'm sad because I wanted my kids to go sledding where I went sledding growing up, and we haven't been able to do that yet, so I'm bitter about it. But
Yeah,
anything snowy, and of course, the holidays for winter for me
sure.
too. I love, the holiday season and all that.
Absolutely.
Alright, so then we go from winter into spring. What's your,
I would say now for me, spring is I get to bring all my plants outside.
mm,
We have this aloe plant that my partner has been growing since it was little. He was gifted some really amazing compost. And if people live in near the Hudson Valley and want a really like 4 generation compost family,
wow.
seriously, amazing. So this aloe plant is now like this big. It flowered this year, and I love when we can put it out on the porch and let it, finally be out where it wants to be
Yeah.
in the spring.
I love that. Yeah. Spring to me, I have a hard time with spring because it means allergies for me in a very big
Mm,
way. But I do enjoy feeling that sort of feeling of newness. I like
mhm.
to want to see things bud. I like when the trees change from being
Yes.
brown into budding, and you get that sort of light green, color here. And so I like I don't know, the feeling of newness, that's
Yeah.
how I associate with fall. So, I guess not so much an activity, but just the feeling that I
Yeah.
mean, spring, not fall.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that it brings for me. Alright, then we
I
go
love
into summer.
summer.
Spring.
Well, so now that I live in a town with a main street, I'm going to say the hustle and bustle of people coming and visiting and seeing all kinds of people and dogs on the street, walking and running and just like how alive our town gets.
Mm,
We live in a place that's almost sort of a little bit like Cape Cod, where it comes alive because a lot of boaters come to this area and we have some beaches around here. So just the aliveness of seeing our town come to life with all different kinds of people that aren't usually here.
yeah, yeah. That is very similar here. That's exactly what I was gonna say is that,
Nice.
living in a seaside town, everything comes more alive in the summer. We had a huge over the summer. I'll have to find the video for you guys. They had a DJ out playing some salsa, and they filled the streets, and we're
That's
all dancing salsa downtown. It was the coolest thing. But that's night times down there now.
that's
The
amazing.
district has changed quite a bit since I was little. It wasn't as safe of an area when
Mhm.
I was growing up, and obviously cities you're going to have you got higher crime and things like that no matter what. But they've really done a lot of work to clean things up down there and have some really fun things. They've had
Yeah.
movies in the park this summer,
Oh, cool.
and obviously we have lots of live music down. So summer is about going to the beach, and that's what it's all about here.
Wow, I love that. We close down around 8 here.
Yeah.
So we don't have salsa in the evening, but we live right on Main Street and we have a front porch. It was like always my dream.
Mm,
Front porch, sit out there, watch the people go by. And so we do that. So this is the other part of summer. We also now put out the bubble machine.
yeah.
So you're not going to get salsa here, but around dusk, you could maybe come by and see bubbles as you're driving through town.
I love that.
Yeah.
Bubbles, yes.
Bubbles.
And that's gonna be my dream too, is having a big front porch when
Mhm.
when we finally get a house that we wanna. I'm not gonna settle here. We At first, when we moved back, we were sort of in this rush to find another house that we would buy, but I really want something that's like a lifetime,
Yeah.
like, I want the house that I'm gonna stay in, and I want that big front porch. And then we decided over the weekend that we wanna have, one of those brick oven pizza things in the backyard.
Nice.
Yes.
Outdoor living, it's where it's at.
Yes. I will be out there in the snow. I don't care.
Well,
I
yeah,
will be cooking pizza in minus
amazing.
degree.
Right,
It
it's
does
amazing.
create heat, so there's that.
It does, it does. You just have to huddle around it like one of those barrels on fire, I'm
Yes,
imagining, in the cities,
yes.
like in
Who would put that?
movies.
Raise your hand out there. Put your mittens in the air if you would put your mittens on and come join me for pizza in the snow.
Absolutely
Yes.
no hesitation. I wanna comment, someone in the, comments said on YouTube that, it's what are seasons? Because they live in Florida.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law's family, there it is. Yeah. My brother-in-law's family lives in Florida and they have that outdoor living space.
Yeah.
And I want to say when we visit, I'm outside in their outdoor space more than inside. And he always barbecues while we're there outside. It's the life.
You know what's interesting though? Because when I lived in Florida, I went outside less living there than when
Mm,
I visited.
really?
I think we sometimes wherever we are, we might get in a uh, lack of really seeing what you have. Like
Yeah.
I lived very close to the
I
beach there
agree.
too. Never went to the beach.
Yeah. No, I
Never
agree
went.
with that.
But it's also really hot down there, guys, and I don't do
Yeah, I agree.
well.
And I want to say, Jessica, that is why I spend so much time on my porch because I worry that will happen.
Yeah.
Like I always wanted a porch. I don't want to not ever go out there because now I have one. So I'm, just let's go on the porch. You want to eat on the porch? Let's go sit on the porch.
Let's go on
I
the
make
porch.
it like so, you know, on purpose,
Mm.
so that I don't miss it because I know I would miss it if it became part of the background, like you're
Yes.
talking about.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. All right, so then we move into a fall. Everybody in the comments, by the way, you got to be our people because everyone is commenting about this time of year going into fall and the fall being their
Yes.
favorite. And it's my favorite too, for sure, as far as seasons go. So what does fall represent for you, Trista?
I just got distracted in the comments by the thing from Ollie saying, "Leave me alone," which I just thought was very funny. So, what does fall represent for me? I wanted what came to my mind when I was first going through the seasons, thinking about the answers, was apple picking. I don't even know where you would do that here, but in the Hudson Valley, that was something we did every year. We went apple picking. We There was this wonderful apple orchard. They had the cider donuts, and they had a corn maze, just like the whole fall vibe. And you could just go and hang out in the fall vibe, and just enjoy yourself and come home with lots of apples. So that's what I associate with fall.
Yeah, I love that. Apple orchards for sure up here.
Yeah.
Apple orchards, like I said, Clyde Cider Mill is open and
Yeah.
ready. We also love shout out to Holmberg's Orchard. We love them also. And they have lots of, you could do the hayride and all those are the best thing. And pumpkin picking. Pumpkin picking
Yes.
is
And
the best thing.
carving.
Yes. Carving, painting, whatever it is you do, pumpkin pies,
The trip to
pumpkin
Party City to look at costumes.
pumpkin spice coffee,
Mhm.
and all the pumpkin stuff. Um,
Yes, that's
Brittany
right.
said, "This is truly my favorite time of year,
Aw,
summer going into fall."
yeah.
Um Activities, hay rides, pumpkin patches, haunted houses, those are fun too. And I really need to, maybe we'll do this year. I have been dying because I live very close to Salem, Massachusetts, and so I have been itching to go up to Salem for, like, Halloween time.
I want to tell you that a very good friend of mine just said, let's go next year. Because apparently Salem books out about a year in
They do.
advance. And so we're talking about doing that for the 2026 fall season to go spend some time in Salem. And so
Yeah.
I think that would be a super fun trip. So we'll meet you there.
Yeah, we'll have to plan that for sure. I'm close enough to where I can just make it a day trip. Like
Oh, that's great.
I don't need to go and stay. I can just go up for the day and then come home.
Yeah.
Or catch a lot of times what we like to do when we go somewhere is catch like a hotel on the way back or something that's in like a less busy area, and then you get better prices that way. You're welcome. So so we like to do that too.
You'll give us all the tips.
Yes, I will give the tips. Yeah, so, let me see what's happening here. We have so many comments. We need to
I
get that
know. I love
heat
it.
we need to get the heat down, Ollie, that's right. That's why this
Yeah.
is my favorite time of year. Is screw the activities, it's about the temperature. It's what it is.
Well, I'm 50 something. And so I've been feeling some heat this year. My body is like, can I tell you, can I share a breakthrough that I had this summer?
Absolutely.
For the first time in my whole life, and I'm not ashamed of my age, I'm 54. I went sleeveless for most of the summer. And this is a huge thing for me because I have the whole armversation.
My arms say hello and goodbye at the same time. It's like
And I
aloha.
just
Aloha
decided
arms. We're calling them aloha arms.
aloha arms. I love that. So I decided I was going to be like all those young women on social media who are like, this is me, body positivity. I own it. And hopefully that will make you feel like you own it too. So shout out to all of them. They made me feel like I could actually go sleeveless this year. And I did. And I was so comfortable temperature wise. And now when I put sleeves on, like it's a little cooler today. So I put some on today. I was like, okay, this is okay. But I actually prefer being sleeveless now. And that is such a huge like self-worth, personal power, unconditional love, body positivity thing that happened to me this summer, that I happened to me this
I love it.
summer. I'm very proud of it.
I'm proud of you. My daughter has gotten that way too, and I have been looking at her like she's the bravest person on the
Yeah.
planet because I am not there yet with my aloha arms. Okay, it's not happening for me
You have
yet, but
time.
I'm gonna.
You have time.
It'll. Yeah, there's other things that I've been like okay with over time. I'm
Mhm.
not there yet with the arms, but it'll come.
It's
And the
okay.
reason why is because I have this going through my head at all times. At all times. In fact,
Amazing.
Saturday morning coffee this last week, we were talking about accountability and holding ourselves accountable for things and what is it that we want to do better on in our life. And I proceeded to have a 20-minute effing conversation about how much I love cake and about how I have a lot of self-discipline in a lot of areas. A room with cake is not one of them. And that's why I still have aloha arms.
Shout out to cake.
Yes. Shout out to listen, Flower Patch Bakery in Norwich, Connecticut.
Hello.
Um, I love Flower Patch Bakery because Flower Patch Bakery has done a lot of celebration cakes for us, completely vegan and gluten free, and the most
Nice.
delicious moist cake you will
Beautiful.
ever like. It's so good. Um, she apparently had a lot of leftover cake this last weekend, and my news feed was full of cake the entire day on Saturday. As I just finished having a conversation about how I needed more self-control around cake. Thank God I didn't have the car that day because my car would have been full of cake. I promise you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cake
We
it
threw
till you make it.
a surprise birthday party for my sister this weekend. She is turning 40 on the 4th. And I had brownies because that's her favorite. We had the happy birthday cake for, all the people. We had a cheesecake from Olive Garden. We had the macarons that you get from Costco. And it was like every time I walked by to make sure the food was okay, I left, my mouth was full. I don't even know how it happened. I don't even know how it got in there. I don't know what happened. It's so weird. There was something going on with the cake spirits. They were just like shoving cake into my mouth all
Yeah.
day. It was weird that I wasn't hungry for dinner. I didn't understand it.
I don't understand that either, frankly. It seems wrong to me.
It seems
But
like
despite all the seasons, I don't care what season you think we're in. We are actually officially in September.
yeah,
I wanted to talk about a couple of the things happening this month. It is Hispanic Heritage Awareness Month.
nice.
It is National Coupon Month.
Hello.
Do you like coupons, Crystal or Trista? Trista, what?
You called me Crystal because I have wizard as my title.
What
I
is
could
wrong with
I
you
am a
today?
crystal. I'm energetically energizing the world like a crystal. I'll take it. I want that to be my nickname.
I can't believe it.
I like coupons. I like to collect coupons. I like to put them on my refrigerator, and then I like to throw them away when they've expired. That's my relationship with coupons.
All right. Absolutely. That's where I'm at with I used to be, fun fact, one of the crazy coupon ladies.
You were
Used to be. In fact, I still have like a couple pictures somewhere of like some of my hauls that I
like
would
how
get
many
like this.
toothpastes?
Yeah, like this whole thing for like $5. And or
Yeah,
I would make money at CVS and it would be like the
nice.
best thing ever. That got old really fast, guys. I'm where Trista's at now.
Yeah, yeah.
It is what it is. Um, it is sourdough September. Have you ever made sourdough bread, Trista?
0 times. I
It
like
is.
eating sourdough bread, though, to be like clear. Yeah, I
I'm
do enjoy
laughing.
eating it.
Brittany, every time she walked into the kitchen when she came to my house, she just magically had food in her mouth.
Magically.
That's what it was.
So weird. We have a
It is
okay.
National Spinal Cord Injury Awareness Month.
Oh my. Okay.
And you know what's interesting about this? So I had a spinal injury as a teenager.
Mm,
I mentioned my youngest over the summer. So about a month ago, my precious little 9-year-old was outside riding her bike, and she, thank God, thank the Lord. Make sure your kids have helmets on, guys,
yeah, for
okay?
sure.
Because I just think back to the 80s when we were riding our bikes and didn't give a crap about helmets. How
Yeah.
willy-nilly were we being?
Yeah. I just saw
She
something. This is really
Yeah,
important. Helmets, bike helmets, etc. They
yeah.
expire. Like the plastic will degrade over time. So you should replace them every 4 to 5 years and never use one after it has cracked as a result of being used for its purpose, which is to keep your head protected.
It's so important. It's
Yeah.
so important. Leah's bike hit the curb and she went over the handlebars and landed here,
Oh gosh.
okay, and on her wrist at the same time. So
Oh
she
gosh.
fractured her wrist, had a cast for 3 weeks, healed beautifully, by the way. This has a wonderful ending.
Thank goodness.
Chipped her front teeth. We were we thought for sure because of how she felt that she did something to her jaw because she
Yeah.
landed right
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
No jaw injury.
Oh, thank
The
goodness.
the the x-rays were completely clear.
Thank
So
goodness.
anyway, we go in to get her cast taken off last week. Now, I had a spinal fusion when I was 16 years old, so I had to relearn how to walk and all of those because back then how they did surgery, in the early 90s was very different than how they
Yeah,
do these spinal surgeries now. So I have like a
for sure.
foot long scar on my back. It was a whole thing.
Wow.
So, I remember at the time everybody talking about the doctor that the spinal surgeon I had being really like amazing. But, I was 16. I didn't give a
Yeah.
crap about any of that.
Yeah.
He was fairly good looking. It was fine. And so,
Yes.
and so, anyway, so we go to get my daughter's cast off and we go into the exam room and on the wall is an article about the doctor that did my spinal surgery when I was
Wow.
16. He works at that practice now.
Oh, wow.
Wild. And now this article came out a little while ago. He has done the most disc replacement surgeries out of any surgeon in New England. Like,
Wow.
true. So them saying he was talented 28 years
Right.
ago
Yeah.
was true story, because
Yeah.
look at, how far he's come now. But I was like, oh my God, that's so wild. He's right here. Like,
Yes. What are
anyway,
the odds of that?
I know. I know. And it also makes me think back of like, holy crap, he was really young when he did my surgery.
Yeah. He didn't
Thank
have
God
quite
that
so many under his belt when he did yours, but
thank God.
he was still considered extremely talented even at that age.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. You were in good hands, God's hands. I saw someone say something about being blessed. So yeah, definitely. Thank you. There it is. I remember them. You post them.
Thank you, because they're going fast today. I love you guys for that. I took a fall, 2 fractures, and my lower spine has to be. Oh
Dory.
my God,
Oh
Dory.
gosh.
I'm sending you the good vibes, because spinal stuff is rough. It's rough, and I can tell you that from experience. So this actually gave me a little confidence, so seeing that, because I have 2 other areas in my back that have to be looked at eventually. And so now that I know he's there,
yeah,
I know who I'm going back to.
Absolutely.
And he's still not bad to look at. All right, moving on. So in addition, this month, we're about to head to break. It is National Sickle Cell Awareness Month, and I have learned so much about sickle cell trait, sickle cell exertion, thanks to my fabulous co-host, Ferran Dozier, who has an organization that talks about sickle cell awareness. And so he is my co-host for Beyond 2D. And as we go into break, I'm going to have you take a look at his PSA for sickle cell awareness, and we will be back after this. Don't go anywhere, because we have more joy on tap for you.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm blessed, my brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, did you see the game last night?
Oh, that was a good game.
But did you see the shot?
I lost money from that shot.
Oh, man, that shot was cold,
I
man.
hated it, but it was good. Damn. What's in those jeans?
You really want to know?
I do.
Exhaustion, muscle spasms, asthmatic issues, unexpected sickle cell trait crises.
Damn. Are you serious? When I was young, I found out I had sickle cell trait. My mom's told me, but I ain't have no knowledge of it. But when I got older, I had a child, and the doctor told me my daughter has sickle cell trait. Do you know the facts that both parents have sickle cell trait? There's a 50% chance the child may have the trait, and 25% chance the child may have the disease.
Hey, that's what's the count. Do you know that 2.5 million people in the United States have sickle cell trait, 300 million people globally? I didn't find out I had sickle cell trait until I was in the Army, 10 years. Next thing you know, I had a sickle cell trait exertion site.
Sickle cell? I thought that was a black gene or something.
Nah, man, the Latin community is number 2. 1 out of 36,000 babies are being born with sickle cell disease. You could be Caucasian, Mediterranean, European. You gotta know your bloodline, man.
There is an inherited gene in our community that has been forgotten. The name is sickle cell trait. WDCONSCT, also known as What's the Count, is out to bring awareness, education, and prevention to people all over the globe. Want more information? Call us now at 323-215-5384 or visit www.wdconsct.org.
wdconsct.org. Thank you, Ferran, for all the work that you do in the sickle cell community. And I always love that commercial. It's such a vibe. I'm over here.
I know. I was like, the music is on.
I'm learning.
And they weren't bad to look at either.
All right.
But let's stick with, the importance of the video. Ollie said it was an incredible video, great video,
Yes.
lots of positive things about the video. And I agree. That was very informative. I learned about it in school, probably during Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And there was some good stats that I wasn't aware of in that video. So thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely. And I think, they pointed out that a lot of people think that it is associated with the Black community, and it really is not. When you that's some of the facts that I've learned in getting to know Farhan is that really anybody, it's something to pay attention to. And yes, there are communities that are more susceptible than others, but it's fascinating to me to learn about that stuff. So thank you again, Farhan, for the work you do in that arena. We have a lot coming up this month. I mentioned a lot, that I have going on with Project Joy coming back and the Breakthrough Show coming back. We have the World Building Expo coming up next Tuesday, not tomorrow, next Tuesday, September 9th. And it's very exciting. We have over 70 something exhibitors this go round. The Breakthrough Show Network will, of course, have a booth at the World Building Expo.
And it's all virtual. Can I just say that? It's on a digital space.
Yes.
So you don't have to even leave your house. You can do what I'm doing today, which is to wear gym shorts, and you can just come as you are. It's amazing.
Yes. It's all virtual. And here's the thing about it. It can be hard for people to imagine what it's like if you have not experienced it. That's the best thing I can tell you. I put the QR code right there in the middle that you can scan with your phone. So hopefully you're on computer and then you can scan it with your phone, or you can come back later or whatever. But I'll put the link down below as well in the comments so you guys could just click it. But if you've ever been to an expo, a con, whatever, I don't know what other words they use for it. But you go into, a big room and there's booths set up, right? And then you have panel discussions throughout the day and keynote speakers and swag bags and all of these things. It's the same thing, but in your pajamas.
Yes. You don't have to worry about how far you can walk. Is there a place I can sit down? Is my back going to hurt because I'm standing so much? Where's the bathroom?
Not a thing.
I can't find the booth for the food. All those things you worry about when you go to those expos, none of it.
Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Ollie. This is out of line. I'm hungry right now. It's a big deal. So who is it for? I say number one, if you are an entrepreneur, period, you need to come here. And we've had the expo set up before, and we've had many presentations before, but this is the first year the first expo that we have done panel discussions, keynote speakers. It's a whole new vibe that we have going on this time that really makes it even more of that expo in-person experience, but not. It really, we have panel discussions and keynotes talking about marketing your business, about taking your business more into the virtual spaces of what's possible now, because they're really, we are blowing minds out here.
For sure.
We have ones about hacking your business. That's going to be a good one by my friend Claudio. And then we're going to be talking about what else? Community building. And your girl over here is on the panel discussion for that. I'm very excited. Very excited. And so because it's important, and so then you can go booth to booth. You can go. Our booth has a swag bag. It has very cool things in there. It has a welcome video. It has a swag bag, and it has something else very exciting that I am premiering to my hosts in just an hour and 15 minutes from now.
I'm excited. Can I also say who it's for? Yes. People who do Zoom meetings. If you
Yes.
do like I have a Zoom, if those words come out of your mouth, you need to check this out. I actually am going to be doing a charm reading in the next week or so. And I said, we can do it live. And she thought I meant on TikTok live. And I'm like, well, if you want to do it privately, we can do that too. And she was so excited. And then I was excited because I get to use my virtual office. Because otherwise, what option did I have would be Zoom. And so if you're sick of Zoom, if you're zoomed out, so good.
I just came up with this right now. Friends don't let friends play Holly Zoom squares. That's going on a t-shirt this afternoon.
I love it. I love that.
It's so weird because I was such a fan of other platforms like that before
Oh, sure.
until this one. And now every time someone says to me, "Do you want to meet on Zoom?" I think
You
no.
like shrivel a little, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's a no.
Yeah.
Zoom is like PowerPoint. Go brunch is Zoom.
I love that. That's such a good comparison, Ollie.
So yes, so the Global Business Plaza, headed by Peggy MacArthur, is the one who puts on this World Building Expo, and everybody that's participating creates these sort of virtual worlds. And unlike other platforms, they are open 24/7. You don't have to create a room or a meeting or a whatever. It's open. You just go in the room. There's nothing else. It's as simple as that. You don't have to download special software.
Right.
You just go in the room. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. And it's very pretty to look at for those of us
Yes.
that like things that are aesthetically pleasing, or maybe we like things that are a little entertaining from time to time. This
Yes.
is the place to be.
Agreed.
Um,
I'm
so it's
excited. Because
yes,
it gets better every time too. Just like
it really
anything, if they
does.
really level it up, they ramp it up every time they do an expo. I'm so impressed with where
Yeah.
they've gone.
Yeah. I'm super pumped about this one in particular because this time now I'm a member of the Global Business Plaza, and I'm been able to see behind the scenes like what goes into actually doing this. And I do know also that there's a game that you can play while you're visiting the expo, and you can win something amazing if you play
Oh,
the
cool.
game. And now that I'm part of the plaza, our booth is participating in the game. So you'll have to see what that's about. I will have more details to come, but please go to the link in the comments or scan the QR code here and find your way over to the expo. That QR code takes you to our main list of events for the day. It is a 12-hour day, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time. And then I hear Hermie, Dr. Hermie will have to clarify this for me, but I think at the end of the day, we will be having an open mic in the Big Happy Biscuit. Is that Ollie? Can you confirm that what time that is for me, please? Apparently, some of us are going to be singing and reading poems and doing. I don't inside the Big Happy Biscuit, which is one of our bars. We need to do a bar crawl in
I think
Go Brunch
so.
too.
That
I'm
sounds
just saying.
amazing.
Because a lot of us, yes, I can confirm. Thank you
You're
so much.
doing a great job promoting it, knowing really not anything about the details.
I am trying to keep myself and my own events straight. For our mini events, by the way, during this, if you've ever thought, so this is going to be for you if you've ever thought, one, I want to stump and or annoy Jessica, or perhaps you have a message that you want to share and you're like, how can I be more visible? How can I take this further into the world? You are going to be able to come. I have 4 mini presentations throughout the day. You can find them on the, I keep having a hard time, on this link here. Other way, Trista. Other way.
Oh,
there we go. There we go. That QR code right there. My God Almighty. My presentation is if this were a talk show. So what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to come into my office into my expo booth, and you're going to be able to say, I am thinking about pepperoni pizza today. And in 1 minute, I'm going to tell you how you can turn the concept of pepperoni pizza into your own talk show.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm going to show my skills real time. And it's going to be fast paced because I've only got 10 minutes with you guys, but I have 4 of those Q&A/presentations throughout the day, so you can come join us.
That's amazing. I have to just call myself out. On my side, I've been looking at you this whole time, and now I'm actually looking at you, I think.
Yes. Now you're looking at me, Trista.
Yeah, now I'm looking at you. So I apologize. I've been looking off into who knows where this whole time. Who knows? Because on my side, I was looking direct, like in your eyes. We were vibing.
Yeah.
We were vibing.
We were. And we are now.
And now we are really vibing. Yes.
So, in addition to the expo, what are you looking forward to in September?
Well, I want to shout out one of the things in the swag bag from the Breakthrough Network, because that is what I'm most excited about. I started charm little side hustle thing to do from my house, something I could do faceless and, low energy but high motivation, right? Charms. And one of the things I saw people doing that I really liked was when someone ordered, they would share an affirmation card or something, really positive. And I'm all about positive affirmations. So I've been using someone else's deck, and coming soon is my own deck of charm formations. OMG. I am so excited. So when I started doing one charm pulls, I would include an affirmation and an action. So now I have over 200 charm formations, one for every charm that I have. I mean, probably not everyone, but many of them. And it's too many. So it's going to end up being, I think, 8 mini decks. The first one, because I'm all about the charms supporting and calling out your intuition so you can access it more easily when you're learning how to listen to it. So the first one's going to be on intuition. And, everything works better with a deadline. So I decided to give a digital version of the deck. Like, it has not even been printed yet. We've still been tweaking it and editing it and stuff. So there's a digital first look version of the deck that will be included in the swag bag for our booth. And I just love it so much. I can't wait that when I pull an affirmation card, it will be a charm formation card, which, by the way, no one has ever used that before. So I've trademarked that charm formation.
Yes.
I think it's so adorable. And I'm just so thrilled with everything about it. I'm just so excited about it.
I'm so excited for you. What you have done over the last year. I mean, isn't it? And this is your story too. Ever since the hit the fan, has helped to remind me. It reminds me that now I used this this phrase last night with a friend of mine who did not like it, but I don't really care if they don't like it because I enjoy the phrase for what it's worth. And that's broken crayons can still color. And it's not, for me, when I use that phrase, I'm not saying that I'm broken per se.
Yes.
I'm making the point that even when we feel like we are not at our best, even when we feel like I'm not a full, beautiful crayon right out of the box, we can still do crazy, amazing things in the world. Amazing things in the world. And so that's what it means to me. And I think when we go into 2026, you and I both are going to be like a force to be reckoned with, Trista. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you about that. Yes, sister. Okay. So now what we're going to do, because we're coming to the end of the show, we have birthdays to do. And the reason why it's going to be fun is because both of us are coughing today. So here we go for your entertainment for the morning, everybody.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, guys, we have lots of in the celebrity world happening today. Singer and actress Zendaya is 29 years old. Jungkook from the K-pop group BTS is 28 years old. All these babies. all these babies out here. Who else do we have? Not such a baby. Dr. Phil is 75 years old today. Wow, 75 years old. And it's so funny because my husband is also known as Dr. Phil, except he's not a doctor. His name's just Phil, and he's good at what he does, so they call him anyway. I will digress. It's not his birthday though. It's the actual Dr. Phil. Gloria Estefan is 68 years old today. Love some Gloria. Get on your feet. Get up and make it happen. Yes. We love some Gloria. Anyway. Happy birthday, Gloria Estefan. Actress Lily Tomlin is 86 years old. Had no idea. Had no idea. Who else do we have going on today? I don't know these people. Actor Scott Speedman is the big 50 today.
I don't know him.
He was he played Ben in the show Felicity back in the day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he also was in the Underworld films, I guess also. And who knew this? Apparently, before he became famous, he set a record in distance freestyle as a swimmer and placed 9th in an Olympic tryout.
Go Ben.
Yeah. Had no idea, but good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Who else do we have here? See, some of these people, I recognize their faces, and then when I'm like, oh yes.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, this guy looks familiar, but then when I clicked on him, I still had no idea. So we're not gonna go.
Next.
I try. Okay, I try. Also over the last you had someone you had a birthday today.
Yeah,
right?
my sister. She's turning 40 on
Lordy,
the 4th.
Lordy, look who's 40.
On the 4th.
Yes.
Happy birthday,
that.
Ava.
Happy birthday. It's Lisa Holiday's birthday today. Also recent birthdays. One of our Breakthrough alum, Rochelle Rayner, had a birthday yesterday. Tia Mincy had a birthday yesterday. Robert Garcia, Brett Gordon, Robert Bell. Lots of Breakthrough alums have had birthday recently. I love it. And Susan D and Shinbra, a very good friend from school's mom that we've gotten to hang out since I've been back in Connecticut. So that's been a lot of fun too. Anybody else have? Oh, we have other birthdays.
Yeah,
Teresa
Teresa's
said,
putting some. Yep.
daughter-in-law Amy and her only grandson Jake. Amy's yesterday, Jake's today. Thank you, Teresa. So I decided to give my voice as much of a break as possible today. And I'm not going to go through the entire list, but we are going to try regardless. Okay, everybody, we're going to attempt when Trista's ready.
It might be a solo.
All right.
It's live, baby.
Here we go. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
There we go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes, everybody. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating. We killed that despite.
Okay. I believe you.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. I'm just going to go with that.
I'm going to choose to believe you.
Thank you. All right. What do we have coming up the rest of the week? Lots of things, but I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview. All right. So coming up, where'd my calendar go? Guys. Where did it go? I'm gonna pull it back up here in a minute. Well, I'm back here with Project Joy Live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week, and till the end of the year. At 9 a.m. Eastern time, I will be here with you for those. The Breakthrough Show is coming back on Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. This Friday, I have Tish Robbie on the show. She is a publisher. She's a children's book author, and she has written as Dr. Seuss. She has written for Blue's Clues, a lot of really big popular brands. So definitely come check it out at 1 p.m. In addition, we have lots happening this week in the virtual community, one of which is happening tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Why do we do events in the community? Because one moment can change everything. And so we invite you to join us for Craft Circle tomorrow night with Brittany at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Anything you want to leave our fabulous people with this week, Trista?
Enjoy today like it is the best day of your life.
There it is. There it is. And one moment, one day, one start of the week, one start of the month, it all can change everything. Just depends on if you're going to allow it to or not, my friends. I love you all so much today. Thank you, Trista, the wizard, for joining us today. It was so good to have you back. I'm going to be back Wednesday to talk about specifically, we're going to talk about what community really means, and that's going to tie into some of the discussion I will be having over the next couple weeks with everybody, including at the World Building Expo. And we will see you guys next time. I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. I will see you guys on the flip side. Bye, everybody.
I've been trying, and I've been lifting myself.